This is the story of a fisherman named John who, like every day, takes his small boat and goes out to catch fish in the sea. But something different happens that day. Suddenly, there is a thick fog all around, and nothing is visible in the distance. John gets lost, and while wandering here and there, he sees a deserted boat. Curiously, he ties his boat to that boat and decides to go inside and see. As soon as he goes inside the boat, he wakes up. The whole boat was empty. No one, no sound, just a mysterious silence. When John went into that mysterious boat, everything seemed normal. The food was fresh, the clothes were kept in the closet, and there were signs of human presence everywhere. But there was no one there. He tries to start the boat, but the engine does not work. John is surprised to see such a large boat alone and empty in the sea. He tries to look around with the binoculars. Maybe someone is nearby, but the thick fog had covered everything. Disappointed, he returns to the control room and turns on the radio. With the intention of sending a signal for help, John sends a message on the radio. This boat is stuck in the sea. If anyone is listening, answer. After sending the message, he thought he should return by his small boat. But when he came out, his boat was not there. Although he had tied it well, he was surprised and excited when he saw that the fog had suddenly cleared all around, and the sky was completely clear. Now it was afternoon. John did not understand what was going on. He did not see any other way to return. He returned to the same empty boat and started looking for a way with the help of the map. John now tries to understand where he is and how he can return home. The problem was that the engine of that mysterious boat was broken. If he had to survive, he had to fix the engine at any cost. He looks for a toolbox in the whole boat and fixes the engine after a lot of hard work. This was a big relief for him. Now the boat had started, and he was slowly understanding the direction. But the danger was not over. John goes to the control room and contacts the radio again. But this time too, no answer comes. Everything was still submerged in mystery. Then that boy comes up and he suddenly has to go to the toilet. There was no one around, so he thinks that he will do it in the sea. As soon as he goes to the shore, suddenly someone pushes him from behind. He falls straight into the water. The situation was very dangerous, but somehow he saved himself from drowning by holding the reel. The air and water pressure was so high that it was difficult to come back to the boat. But he did not give up. He gathered his courage and slowly pulled himself up on the boat with the help of the reel. In the meantime, his work could not be completed, so he started going to the toilet again. As soon as he reached the bottom, suddenly someone closed the door tightly. John first thought it was the effect of the wind and did not pay attention. But when he tried to get out, he saw that the door was closed from inside. Now he was surprised. He tried to open the door every time. He even tried to take a coin out of his pocket and put it in the lock and open it. But everything went wrong. Now he felt that he was not alone on this ship. There is someone who is bothering him, who is not visible but is present at all times. He felt as if someone was playing with him. He shouted loudly, "Please, whoever you are, open the door. I am not a thief, I have just come to see." But there was no answer. Now he understood that the hope of help is useless. He went to the cabin, and what he saw inside, his soul trembled with it. There were bloodstains there. It was a scary atmosphere, but he ignored the fear. He picked up a pickaxe and tried to open the door. But the lock did not open yet. Then the whole ship began to shake violently, as if something big was going to happen. John was very scared. Then he saw a window above him. He somehow got out of that window and looked around. A huge cargo ship was seen coming towards him from a distance. Its direction was straight towards that ship. John understood that if that ship collided, everything would be over. Now he had to save his life in any case. He thought of giving a signal, but he had nothing. He immediately took off his shirt and began to wave violently so that someone from the cargo ship could see him. But unfortunately, after so much effort, no one paid attention to him. Now John had to save his life in any case. If his ship kept moving forward, then the cargo ship could have collided with the ship, and everything could have been over. Then he looked at the window, hanged himself, and fell on a rope. He immediately had an idea. If he used this rope, he might be able to stop the ship. He quickly tied the rope and threw it out so that the ship's speed would stop. But the situation got worse. The rope got stuck in the fan of the engine, and while pulling, it came inside the bathroom and got stuck in his throat. He was suffocating. Reaching the verge of death, he showed courage and freed himself from a tool. His neck was completely red. He was almost dead, but he was able to save himself in the last moment. The rope was stuck in the engine, which stopped the ship's speed, but it was not enough. The heavy cargo ship still collided with it. The ship shook badly, and John fell to the ground and fainted. He had a deep head injury. After a while, when he regained consciousness, he saw that the bathroom was filled with water. But the most surprising thing was that it was not the salty water of the sea, but the very clean and sweet water, as if someone was deliberately trying to scare him. He once again broke down and begged, "Whatever you are, please let me go." But still no answer came. Now, he was hungry, thirsty, and very weak. Somehow he drank water from the shower in the bathroom, but soon he felt that the water was over. Then, when he started drinking water from the sink, he was surprised. Now the water was salty. He immediately realized that there was a hole in the ship, and the seawater was coming in. This ship will not last long. He panicked and tried to open the door, but it seemed that someone had locked it from the outside. It was nighttime, and from above he saw that some invisible, perhaps evil force was controlling the ship. The water was rising rapidly, and John fell asleep. At night, there was a terrible storm in the sea, which broke the ship badly, and John was seriously injured. When he woke up in the morning, the water had reached his head. Only the face was out. Now he felt that only a few moments were left. Then suddenly he heard a light click from somewhere, as if something had opened. As soon as John turned the handle, the door opened with a loud sound. The water pressure was so high that the door broke and fell down, and in the same way, he managed to get out. As soon as he got out, he went straight to the roof of the ship, so that he could breathe fresh air, because the oxygen below had almost run out. Now he was convinced that some invisible force wanted to trouble him in every way. He was physically and mentally broken, and the water was constantly flowing down. He realized that the ship could sink any time now. John had decided that he would not stay on this ship anymore. Then he got an idea. He took out the airbags from the ship and used the broken bathroom door to make a small raft. He tied everything tightly so that the raft could stand. But to run the raft, he needed some more important things. He collected food, water, and necessary tools from the ship and prepared himself completely. Then, without looking back, he got off the ship, got on the raft, and slowly started moving forward in the sea. He was on the raft, and the same big ship was still standing in front of him. Many hours passed, but he could not go too far, nor did the ship sink, which he thought would sink in 5 to 10 minutes. He was still in the same condition. Then an idea came to his mind. If this ship has not sunk yet, then why not repair its wreckage? If this happens, then it can easily travel on this strong ship. Thinking this, he went back to the ship. First of all, he repaired the wreckage. Then he prepared a pump with pipes and tools so that the water could be taken out. With the help of the pump he had made, the seawater filled in the ship slowly came out. After repairing the wreckage and removing the water, he also repaired the rest of the ship. In addition, he also repaired from the outside so that there would be no more problems in the journey ahead. After the work was over, He again tried to ask for help from the radio, but this time too, there was no answer. Disappointed, he returned and took out the map, and once again began to understand the way. He tried to move the ship forward, but as soon as he started the engine, the ship did not move at all, as if it was cheating him again. The ship was very stable, as if it was stuck in the water, and this thought was breaking him from inside. He was completely tired. Hopes were fading. Then he saw another ship coming from a distance. Now he had only one way to reach that ship from his small raft. He immediately got on the raft and quickly moved towards the ship. But then the ship started to move suddenly and started to move fast towards John, as if someone had deliberately sent it towards him. John increased his speed, but that huge ship got even faster. And just before the ship hit him, John made the last attempt and decided to jump from his boat and swim to the other ship, which was seen going far away. But by the time he got there, the ship was gone. Only then he realized that there is some evil power on this mysterious ship, which is not letting him go anywhere. He had decided that even if he lost his life, he would not return to this ship. But by the evening, the water was getting colder and colder. Dolphins were floating below, but the temperature of the water had dropped a lot. Unable to bear the cold water, he returned to the same ship out of helplessness. He was so tired and sick that he could not think of anything. He was not even in a state of water. He just quietly flew a blanket and slept in the room. When he woke up in the morning, he decided to leave the ship again. But now he got another shock. The door of the room was closed. He got scared and slowly started to break mentally. He could not understand anything. That why is all this happening to him? Then he saw a small cabin in the room. As soon as he opened it, he saw a way to the top, a ventilation from which he could get out. He entered that cabin, which was a tight storage area. Every time when he tried to climb up from the storage area, he slipped and fell down. He got many injuries from falling, but he did not give up. He fell again and again. Finally, he reached up again and tried to open the window of that vent, but he could not open it. It felt as if it had been deliberately sealed. Now the oxygen there was also running out quickly. It was getting difficult to breathe. The door below was also closed. He could not go back to the room. He felt that this was his last chance, but then he heard the sound of the same click again. As soon as the cabin window opened with the sound of a click, John came out without wasting time. The fresh air gave him a little relief. When he came out, he saw that the ship was heading towards a small island. Seeing this, he had a hope in his mind that maybe now he would be free from this scary ship forever. As soon as the ship reached the shore, he immediately got off. He felt that there is someone on this island who is responsible for all this. In anger, he picked up a stick and started looking for the island. But soon he was surprised. There was no sign of a human on the entire island. Now, John was again filled with anger and fear. As soon as he came out of the island, a new sight came before his eyes. The same mysterious ship that had brought him here was now moving forward in the calm sea, as if in search of some other prey. Seeing this, John was completely convinced that this ship and this island were under the control of some evil force. He had to get out of here at any cost. His life was still left. He searched and reached the highest peak of the island. From there, he saw another island far away. But he was so far away that he could not see what was happening there. As John kept wandering on the island, he slowly came back. But when he reached there, his eyes were wide open. This was the same place where his journey had begun. Everything was the same. His old ship was stuck in the same place. And the same people, as if nothing had changed. The whole atmosphere was the same as before, as if nothing had happened. John was looking at everything. He could not believe that all this seemed like a bad dream. The experience was actually over with him. But now the question arose. How did his ship reach there again? And what was the truth of this island? When John reached behind the island, he was surprised. The same place, the same ship, the same people. As if nothing had changed, he could not believe that all this was real or a bad dream, but what he experienced was the truth.